This morning, JCPS students, parents, and teachers gathered outside the J. Graham Brown School to rally for public education. They are not happy with President Donald Trump's attempts at dismantling the Department of Education, and a teacher at that rally stressed how important public funding is to JCPS, saying 19% of the district's budget comes from the federal government. The president has not made an official decision about the department, but did say he wants the new department chair to put herself out of a job. Now to another top story. Two Jefferson County public elementary schools will combine into one next school year. The school board voted unanimously last night to merge Whitney Young Elementary and Englehart Elementary schools. The district said come August, students from Young Elementary will move from its West Louisville location into the Englehart building in Old Louisville. Superintendent Dr. Marty Polio said declining enrollment at both schools was behind the move. Our Alex Dieterer was there for the decision.
It's going to be first day of school. They're going to be combined.
Come August of this year, students at Whitney Young Elementary School will be starting their school year at Englehart Elementary School on South 1st Street in Old Louisville.
Clearly, the magnet we had at Young, which is IB, is not attracting students to the magnet. Principal made that clear. School community, it's been a declining enrollment for many years.
A decline in enrollment at both schools is causing the district to combine the two elementary schools and naming the new school Whitney Young Elementary at Englehart.
We have a permanent home now, and I believe this is going to be a game changer for both Young and Englehart students. To have access to the magnet, to have access to the great staff that's coming in, keep the Englehart staff there. So I think it's a real win-win for both schools.
The decision was approved by the JCPS board. Board member Gail Logan Strange throwing her support behind the merger that's taking place in her district.
I am elated to say that the real winners of that merger will be the students of Englehart. It is I think, going to be another shining star.
JCPS Superintendent Marty Polio says 6th graders will temporarily move into the current Young Elementary School. 7th and 8th graders will stay at the current Hudson Middle School site for the moment. Once the new Hudson Middle School opens in West Louisville, all middle schoolers will move in.
So that will give time for the school to grow to 3 grades and then move into the brand new school building.
Teachers at both Young and Englehart will have the opportunity to stay teaching at the new combined school.
I believe the vast majority, if not all of them, will choose to stay.
The Englehart building holds 475 students. Currently, 250 students are there. 100 young students will be moving in.
Well, all kids can stay, all teachers come together.
The new Hudson Middle School is set to open in 2027, the first middle school in West Louisville in 90 years. In Louisville, Alex Dieterer, WHAS11 on your side.
And Hudson Middle School is at 18th and Broadway Streets, where the former Passport Healthcare used to sit. Right now, the city of Louisville is working to improve street safety in downtown and New Lou. Mayor Craig Greenberg held an open house at the main library yesterday to go over some of those details. He said keeping pedestrians safe while making the metro more connected and walkable is the goal here. The mayor said 2nd Street, Main, and 9th Street are all some of the more highly trafficked roads. Another big change will be resizing some streets downtown, reducing 4 lanes down to 3 with a dedicated turning lane in the middle. The mayor's office said it's taking feedback at sessions like this and getting input from other city groups.
Everybody that we've spoken to, including E911, fire, police, have been very supportive and have shared a lot of really good ideas, and it's great to see concepts from different perspectives and get the input across the board.
The mayor's office says it'll make actual recommendations in the next couple of months. Louisville Metro Housing is facing a funding shortfall, according to an audit of the department. Auditors released their preliminary report yesterday in front of a Metro Council committee. WHAS11 documented the deteriorating conditions in public housing complexes across Louisville, like Dosker Manor. Right now, the agency is moving more than 600 people out of that complex and dealing with thousands of backlogged voucher applications. The inadequate funding has been a major obstacle for the agency.
Dealing with a lot of the inadequate funding in how the appropriations come down through HUD and how they haven't been fully funded over the years, deteriorating the amount of money that they have to help them with maintenance, help them with building new infrastructure, etc.
The preliminary audit also uncovered another challenge for LMHA, the pandemic's effect on renters, many of whom owe rent they were not paying during the pandemic. And unless they are on a repayment plan, That affects where they can be relocated, which means some people are having trouble moving out of Dosker Manor. Auditors said they hope to have the full audit report by the end of June. The Louisville Crisis Call Diversion Program is expanding once again. The mayor just announced the deflection program will now cover all small cities within Jefferson County. 7 County Services now helps triage 911 calls instead of every call heading to police. This frees up resources within the police department and helps people get the mental health care they need. The program runs 24 hours a day in all LMPD districts. 3 Utica Township Fire Board members who were ousted last week have now filed a lawsuit to be reinstated. Joe Jarles, the former Fire Board president, is one of them. The lawsuit says the commissioners did not have the right to remove them and claims it was illegal to only appoint 1 new board member to fill their place. The Indiana Code on Fire Districts doesn't include provisions for removing board members, only appointing them. The county commissioners removed the board members, citing concerns over the $6 million a year impact that a plan to staff the Utica Firehouse would have on other entities, including schools. That plan would add full-time fire service for 1,500 new residents in the Utica-Jeffersonville Fire Territory and is currently on hold. The commissioners have yet to comment on that lawsuit. Givaudan is hosting a community outreach meeting tonight to discuss repair options for property owners affected by that plant explosion last year. Company officials will be there along with reconstruction services to explain the options available and help with insurance claims. The meeting is at United Crescent Hill Ministries in Clifton and runs from 5 to 7 tonight.